We got a lot of Broncos talk, and we're going to start with the mailbag, specifically dealing with the column that I wrote on Sunday.
A lot of response on that, huh?
Oh, yeah, both ways, actually. And basically it was about should the Broncos junk totally the Kubiak offense and have it be the totally, not a hybrid, totally go back to what it was. Boise Les State. I like that. You're wrong about the offensive line, though. Learn how to spell a little bit. Paradis has been fine. Did you see Max at that spot in preseason? It was awful. Mathis needs time. Well, very positive attitude, but Paradis hasn't been fine. He's been a sieve, as I wrote in the column. The pressure coming from the middle has overwhelmed him, and he's not getting help from his two guards.
Yeah, or the running backs, for that matter.
And no, I don't remember seeing Max at that spot in preseason. I saw him back
at the very end. They played him a little bit at center.
No, well, I didn't pay attention.
Only at the very end. Yeah.
So no, I didn't see him. Did I say that? Well, they're trading him at center. It couldn't be any worse than what's going on there. And I wrote about Max. I wrote about Paradis. I like him. Matt's a good guy. Max over Matt.
I'm with him now, though, on the Mathis thing. I think Mathis just needs a little more time.
Well,
he was a good guard in this league.
If you live in the city, you have to say, as Les Shapiro should say, let's give him some time.
That's right.
Let's wait and see.
Sometimes that's what it takes.
Well, get it together. We're giving you time.
I didn't say a couple of months, all right?
Well,
I'm not that patient.
So you remind me once when someone said to me about the St. Louis Cardinals back years ago, you know, you need to give them time. And I said, yeah, 5 to life. So the way he's going. Okay, next one. No Woody. No Woody. Oh, okay. No Woody. I thought he meant no Woody. No, comma Woody. Yeah. Manning's got 8 to 10 games where he can carry the team, but that doesn't get us to a Super Bowl win. Well, here's, and we're going to have the hard question here, but I'm going to say to you, if you combine, I said this early, you combine the Manning offense with what they're doing defensively, wow. You go back to hurry up and you're getting turnovers and stuff, and Manning's playing his old offense. If that wouldn't get you excited, I don't know anything else. And I want to mention something else that I left out of the column, and I didn't want to go down that line, but isn't this supposed to be entertainment? Wasn't that entertainment when we were seeing Peyton Manning back in the offense that he's run effectively for 8 years? That's my response.
All right. I think we got one more.
Next one.
One more.
Yeah.
Doing what easiest is not always in our best interest. What are you doing, a commercial for IBM? We absolutely must have a run game in December. Merge the philosophies. Guess what? Dude 2, Dude 2, they had a running game last year. The running game last year with a shotgun offense and a pistol offense occasionally was better than this running game. They had a better offensive line. You're talking about, well, we got to have a run game. Well, I don't know that. I keep hearing John Elway even talk. We're going to transfer into a hard question for you. John Elway, it's a work in progress. A work in progress, and we're going to get better. We're going to run better and everything. Do you really want to have a work in progress when you could get to 7-0? Let that work in progress kind of go on in practice inside that field house out there. That why don't you win games? Everybody's going, okay, and Gary Myers wrote, yeah, in cold weather. If you win games, you don't have to go play in cold weather. Where is the Super Bowl this year? San Francisco.
Yes.
Where would be the home playoff games? Denver.
Here. Rarely bitter cold here.
Look at the schedule. Look at the schedule. Where are they playing that's cold weather games this year in late season? I think there's one. Cold weather. They're playing in domes. Chicago's not any good. That'll probably be cold. It's early November there.
Late November, actually, like the 22nd.
It's cold there, windy there.
Oh, yeah.
During that time.
It's going to be cold. You're right on the lake.
I don't know whether you put it up, but where are all those cold weather games that they're going to be playing?
Pittsburgh.
At Pittsburgh, yeah.
December 20th.
Okay, well, if you've won 10 or 11 games at that point, it's like last year. What
Might
what
not
does it
matter. Yeah.
So I think, now I'm going to ask you a hard question.
Okay.
Do they dump Gary Kubiak's offense and go totally with the Peyton Manning offense?
I don't think you dump it 100%. And the reason I believe that is, number one, I think teams really knew what the Broncos were doing last year and found a way to stop it. So I think in order to keep defenses on their heels, you've got to have a few different elements in there. Number two, I also believe you need to run the ball in the postseason. So I'm not saying he should be under center, but I'm saying they should be running the ball a little bit more in the pistol and in the shotgun, which they did last year. But I think they want to run it even a little bit more, which I'm fine with. But here's the thing, Wood. None of it works if the offensive line is no good. None of it.
Well,
so the offensive line has to get better. If the offensive line is better, go ahead.
No, I totally disagree with you. I won't say you're wrong. Totally disagree with you. Peyton in the shotgun works with a bad offensive line. We have seen that. It works with because he gets the ball so quickly off. When he's under center, it takes him 1.3 seconds to get back into position to throw. When he's in the shotgun, he gets to play out. You can't get to him. 7 times. How many games did it take last year for Manning to be sacked 7 times?
I believe 6 games.
7.
7 games?
In his 7th game, he was sacked for the 7th time. You don't want to kill him back there. He's going to get killed back there. Everybody talks about what happens if he gets hurt. Well, if you put him under center, he's going to get hurt because they're collapsing the offensive line.
Here's the other reason, and a big reason why I don't think they should totally junk anything from Gary Kubiak's playbook and just turn it back into what they had last year. Here's the other reason. He is 39, and his skills are declining some. We've seen a little bit loss of accuracy. We've seen a little bit loss of zip on some throws. So I don't want this offense to rely totally on Peyton Manning. But you said it, and I've been saying it for a long time as well. Go back to what he's comfortable with for the most part. Let him do his thing. You've got a great defense. You will have, once this offensive line gets better, you will have a better running game. And now all of a sudden you've got all the elements.
Which part of the Gary Kubiak offense do you like that you want to keep in there?
The concept of running the ball a little bit more.
They ran the ball for 1,700 yards last year. Guys act like they ran for 200 yards.
Well, they were forcing the issue at the end of last year. They forced the issue following the St. Louis game.
Boy,
I don't want them to force the issue to get
His
there.
offense
I want it to be an integral part of the offense that you use when you should be using it.
Gary Kubiak's offense, throw to the tight ends. How many times have they thrown to tight ends?
Not a lot.
They got 2 receptions. Virgil Green's got 1. Owen Daniels got 1.
Well, the thing that shocks me even more is they haven't used a fullback.
How many times?
Why haven't they used a fullback? I don't get that.
Well, I'm saying to you, what part of his offense is actually working? What part of?
I want to see them use the fullback more in the running game.
Oh,
I do.
With that offensive line, did you think the first quarter of the game in Kansas City, Gary Kubiak's offense in the first quarter?
Yes.
That was awful.
Didn't throw the
We
tight
want to know
end
what
and
you
didn't use a
think.
fullback.
We want to hear what you think. We'll get back to it a little bit later.
Yeah, and that segment's sponsored by Blake Street Tavern. They've got 60 HD TVs. Go there. Watch the game you want. They've got 24,000 square feet of space there. 3 different bars. Best sports bar food in town. They have been voted Denver's best sports bar 3 years in a row by Westward. It's the Blake Street Tavern. Go there. We always do. It's at 23rd and Blake, just a couple of blocks north of Coors Field.